This is the Trader 535 Signature, a semi-displacement cruiser built in 2001 with serious offshore cruising in mind. She's powered by twin caterpillars, has fuel capacity of over 2,600 litres, a good size engine room, full teak joinery and hydraulic systems throughout.
In case you are wondering what this is, that is how thick the hull is. Look at that, you can even see some of the individual layers on there, but that's got to be, well, maybe about an inch thick, but yeah, check that out. Welcome back to the channel, another Trader, and I can't wait to show you around this vessel. She's in fantastic condition, and she's still under the ownership of the original family that commissioned her build as well, so that's really great to see. Before I do show you around, please don't forget to give the video a like, don't forget to subscribe as well. And also don't forget to sign up for my free newsletter. If you love explorer yachts, trawler yachts, expedition yachts and coastal cruises, then I think you will definitely enjoy my newsletter as well. So you'll find the link for that in the comments, also in the video description, and I'll leave a QR code up on the screen as well, because apparently around 40% of you watch my videos on a TV. So just scan that QR code and it'll be taken straight to my newsletter. Anyway, let me show you around this impressive vessel. This is the Trader 535 Signature, 55 feet of serious offshore cruising capability, built on a solid GRP semi-displacement hull with deep chines and twin rudders. She's powered by a pair of Caterpillar 3126s, giving you range, reliability and of course proper control. This is the kind of boat that's built for long passages and not just marina life. And she is currently listed for sale at the time of making and recording this video. So today we're going to have a look around this boat. We're going to show you the engine room. We'll check out all of the features. And as always, I'm really interested to read what you think of the boat. Now, before we step on board, let's have a look at the transom. As you can see, we have a decent sized swim platform there, and the passerelle amidships as well, and you can see the tender stowed away on there. But you'll notice as well the two large windows, they lead into the owner's full beam cabin, which, as you've guessed, is located aft on this boat. So one of the benefits of having a owner's cabin aft is that you get less movement when you're underway, which is always a bonus, especially if your other half doesn't like going out in the kind of chop that I know many of you really enjoy. I do like the fact as well, you've almost got this kind of super yacht-esque style staircase over there on the port side that leads up into the cockpit. And just check out how much fender stowage you get up there as well. As you can see, the cover is currently on in the cockpit. That can be taken down, so if you want to expose that area, then you can do that. But at the moment, the boat's not being used, so most of the covers have been taken off, but some of them have been left on there. Another interesting thing that I've just found out about this boat is that the current owner has owned this boat since new, which you don't often get, to be honest with you. They tend to change hands every sort of 4 or 5 years maybe, but yeah, the owner of this one has had it since new. So we will step on board and we'll use this starboard boarding gate over here. We'll start, I think, by going forward, and I'll show you the bow. Again, doing this with one hand is a lot easier said than done, but there we go. I do like the fact as well that this brow kind of overhangs just a little bit, so although the windows on the wheelhouse aren't forward raking, obviously you still get a bit of shelter from the sun, and you can see that actually. So although that lip only extends out probably about 1.5 feet, it does provide some really good shade. I mean, today is sunny and the time is 1 o'clock, so you're getting the kind of midday sun vibes. But look, even though we've got the stern facing the sun, you do get some good shade up here. Let's head up onto the bow and I'll show you the anchor setup on this boat. Here we have a stainless steel main anchor set on stainless chain. That was new in 2018. It's handled by a low Franz Tigress electric windlass with both deck and helm controls as well. There's also a Fortress aluminium kedge anchor stowed on board, which gives you some really solid options depending on the conditions and the bottom type as well. if I just spin around and I'll show you that beautiful wheelhouse, that Trader signature wheelhouse. Such lovely lines on this boat. And I'll just come over here onto the port side as well and just show you the port side deck just up to the cockpit. But I'm actually going to enter the cockpit over on the starboard side deck, but I thought I'd show you down here anyway. Massive windows into the saloon there. Scupper just down there, so if you are punching through the big stuff, you've got plenty of opportunities for the water to go back into the sea rather than building up on your deck. But really, really nice beam on this boat, very beamy vessel. And even from here, you can kind of get an appreciation of the flare of the bow. Beautiful boat. I've always loved these traders. I think when I was about 13, 12 or 13, and I first saw one of these traders, I absolutely fell in love with them. So it's a real honour to come here and show you all these beautiful boats. Let's step into the saloon. I think what I will do first is show you around the saloon, and we'll go up onto the flybridge via the cockpit. So over here on the port side, as you can see, plenty of seating, 2 fixed tables there. And what I will do, if I come over here and just sit down and show you the view, oh, that's a very comfy sofa. Helm station over there on the starboard side. And again, look at those massive windows. We'll go and have a closer look at the helm station in just a second. But yeah, very comfortable at the moment. If I bring the camera up to my eye line, there you go, that's the kind of view you get. I like the fact as well that when you're sitting in here, enjoying the view, or if you want to watch some telly, you can see there's the TV on the bulkhead there, that you've still got a good connection with your friends and family who will be enjoying the cockpit. But yeah, very nice. One of the standout features in here, for me personally, is the joinery. Solid teak cabinetry throughout. All in really good condition. It's proper yacht building stuff, and it gives the whole space that warm classic feel without trying too hard. And the boat has been kept in fantastic condition. You see on the overhead there we have some grab rails, 2 up there, so when it is starting to get a bit gnarly out there, as you're walking around the boat, you've still got plenty to hold on to. Right, let's get back up onto my feet. Resist the temptation to sit on that incredibly comfortable sofa. I'll show you some of this cabinetry just before we go up into the cockpit, just so you get an idea for the depth of the space up here. But look at this lovely staircase as well. Very nice. Right, up we go into the sizable cockpit. And just look how much space you get in here. L-shaped seating area over there on the starboard side. With a fixed table just there. And again, if I come and plonk myself down over here and bring the camera up to my eye line, you get a sense of just how fantastic the views are all around this boat. More grab rails on the overhead up there again on the starboard side and over there on the port side. I can imagine it takes some time to get all these covers off. Life raft over there on the port side. Some freestanding furniture just over here. If I just come up to the transom, so you've got the boarding gate just there and the passerelle just on the other side there. Very nice, and you've got really good access to the bollards and the cleats. Life buoy over there, and again really good access to your lines over there on the port quarter. Plenty of headroom down here as well. I've probably got about 5 or 6 inches above me, and I'm 6'4", so yeah, really good headroom. But what a fantastic area for entertaining your guests. Having a party, whatever it is you want to do up here. You've got so much space, and you can bring your own freestanding furniture on here and make this area your own. Very nice. Let's head up onto the flybridge. So ascend this ladder here. Helm station, of course, over there on the starboard side. The windshield just forward of that. Plenty of seating up here, so you've got the U-shaped seating over there on the port side. And if I just come over to the other side, I'll show you the helm position. And we do have some seating behind that as well. Beautiful radar arch, Furuno radar there, GPS aerial over there on the port side. with some VHF aerials up there as well. And you do have a bimini up here as well, so if you want to shade this area off, you can shade it off. Track vision over there, but look how much space you get up here. You could quite easily get some solar panels up here and get your Starlink antenna up here as well. When you are underway, this comes across, so you just pull that across just to give the cockpit area some cover for when you are punching through the big waves. If I come over to the helm position and just show you the bow, but yeah, look at that, what a beautiful, beautiful sight. That's a very interesting boat over there. Be interesting to do some reading on that one. Proper gentleman's cruiser. Very, very nice. Beautiful boats down here on what is a very sunny and quite a warm day as well. I've actually finished filming a Grand Banks. You can't see it yet, but it's just over there on the hard. And if you look closely at that yellow catamaran over there, you might recognise that. If you are a hardcore boat spotter, I'll be interested to read whether you can guess who built that. And I will be coming back at some point to film on board that as well. So make sure you subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, because that will make for a very interesting video, I'm sure. Anyway, back to the boat in hand. Let's spin around and descend back down these steps into the cockpit. Just show you this area once more. The sliding door over there on the starboard side. So again, when you are underway, you can just shut that. Again, plenty to hold on to as you are walking around the boat. And let's go back into the saloon. Right, I think we will go and cover the guest accommodation first before we go and check out the owner's cabin. And I will check out the helm station as well in a bit more detail when we come back. Over here on the right hand side, all the fuses and switches for the electrics on board. And come down these 3 steps. Over here on the port side, twin single cabin. So nice configuration, plenty of room in here. Again, if this was my boat, this is where my son and my daughter would be kipping. Good amount of space in here for them. Some cabinetry there with some drawers so you can stow your stuff in there. But also we've got plenty of drawers underneath the bed as well. Give you a standard Royal Navy salute in the mirror using the right hand and not the left hand. Porthole over there that can be opened up. Get some decent ventilation in here, but it's a nicely lit space and there's plenty of volume in here as well. You've got plenty of headroom. Nice skylight up there. That can be closed off if you want to darken this area out. If you want to get some kip during the day, if you've been doing some night watches or whatever. Just opposite, we find the head. So toilet there. Sink just over here. Another porthole. Again, plenty of cubby holes to stow away all of your stuff. There we go. And behind the door, if I just pivot around here, we have the other door that leads into the other guest cabin, which is always very, very handy. Shower is just behind this door. Decent sized shower in there. Somewhere to plonk yourself down. But yeah, very nice. Again, that porthole can be opened up as well. Right, let's shut that. And I'll show you the forward cabin, guest cabin. Again, plenty of room in here, loads of headroom. As you can see, we've got twin berths in here as well. Plenty of storage underneath each one of those. And some more storage just underneath that as well. And even more storage up here on this bulkhead. I'll find, there we go. Keep all your towels and stuff in there. 2 portholes over there. Again, they can be opened up, so you definitely want to come down and make sure your kids haven't opened those up before you get underway. Curtains as well, so again, you can darken this area out if you need to. Nice big skylight up there. That can be opened up, get some fresh air into this area as well. But yeah, I'm interested to read what you think of the guest accommodation on here. I think for a boat of this size, your guests will get a lot of space on here. So, you know, she's built for some serious extended cruising, and you'd be quite happy spending quite a bit of time on here controls for the climate control as well. Right, let's spin around. I'll show you this as well actually. Look how much space you get in there. Keep all your life jackets and other jackets. You can access the engine room through that hatch as well. So you lift the stairs up and you can get in there. But we're going to access the engine room via the owner's cabin aft. I'll give you another look at the fuse panel there. All the switches for your watermaker, air conditioning, saloon air conditioning. Yeah, everything you need is right there in terms of the electrics. Right, let's come over and take you to the helm position. The helm is really well laid out with full Caterpillar engine diagnostics, twin Cetric multifunction displays on there as well. Of course, also got the controls to the autopilot, the radar, GPS plotter, and the VHF controls as well. There's also full AC and DC distribution on board, and that's backed up by an Onan 13.5 kW generator, which we'll have a look at in a second, and a shore power system with ring mains throughout as well. So throttle control levers over there on the right hand side, big old traditional ship's wheel there, controls for the bow and stern thruster over here on the left, control there for the windlass, fuel tank gauges just there, and the switches for the bilge pumps as well. Start stop switches just up there, and up on the brow then we have one of the multifunction displays just there, and the radar display over there amidships, and a big old area over here on the port side for all of your charts. Look at this, proper navigator's position here. Again, if I bring the camera just up to my eye line, you get a sense of just how good the views are out here. But yeah, you can get all of your charts up here and lay them all out so you can do all your route planning. Tidal times just there, look, timetable. But yeah, very, very nice. Right, let's spin around. I shall take you into the owner's cabin via the galley. Walk down these 3 steps. So the galley is over here on the starboard side, starting off a 4-burner induction hob with an oven just underneath that. Plenty of areas here to stow away all of your stuff, all of your cutlery. Microwave over there. Double stainless steel sink, really deep sinks actually on here, so you can get washing your big dishes with ease on here. More storage just underneath that, and over here on the port side is where we find the fridge just behind there. I'm not going to untie that, but yeah, there's a fridge behind that. And here we have the countertop to do your slicing and dicing of your vegetables. I'll pop open one of these and try and find the, there we go. Yeah, they go back quite deep as well, so you can fit plenty of stuff in there. Fire blanket, safety first, as always. But yeah, again, a nice workable area. Plenty of space in here, decent amount of light coming in. Very easy to move around. But yeah, let me know what you think in the comments below. Through there is where we will get access into the engine room in just a second. So I'm going to lift the steps up and then open the door to reveal the engine room. If we spin around and walk into the owner's full beam cabin. So over there on the starboard side, a little area to come and sit down, little vanity area. Just over here, little mirror there. Porthole, lots of cabinetry over here on the starboard side. Full length mirror there, so you can make sure you're looking ship shape before you go out on a night out with your friends and family, wherever you happen to be. Ensuite over here on the port side, so decent sized sink, toilet just down there. And if I open up this, slide that across to reveal, you've got a quarter size bath down there. Absolutely love it. I could probably just about fit in there, I reckon. But of course you do have the shower on there as well. So if you'd rather have a shower than a bath, then yeah, you've got the shower just there. But yeah, decent size. I do like that. I think it's about the 3rd or 4th time I've seen one of these mini baths on a boat. Okay, porthole just over there. Back into the owner's cabin, you can see decent sized bed and lots of cabinetry. Again, you could quite easily, well, I could quite easily fit all of my clothes on here, whether it be for a week trip or a month-long trip. There's plenty of space for me. Although having said that, my wife would probably give me just one wardrobe and she would have the rest. I'm sure many of you can relate to that. TV over there on that bulkhead. More portholes over there behind those curtains. And there we see those huge windows that lead out onto the swim deck, and they can be opened up as well, and you can just about make out the mosquito netting on there as well. So if you do open that up at anchor, you don't have to worry about bugs flying in here and then having to spend the next few hours trying to get them all out before you and your partner fall asleep, which is what my wife always makes me do. If ever we have any bugs that find their way into our bedroom in the summer, I'm the one who has to spend hours getting them out. I'm sure many of you can relate to that. But yeah, let me know what you think of the owner's cabin. Like I said at the beginning of the yacht tour, one of the benefits of having the owner's cabin in the stern is that you do get less movement when you are underway. So if your friends or family like the wild ride when you're out on the open sea, then they'll enjoy the accommodation up in the bow. Another area just up there to stow away your books or whatever else it is you want to take with you. Right, so let me show you the engine room. So as mentioned, we lift up these steps and they are on struts there. So once I lift that up into place, I can just then kneel down underneath it. And I'm guessing there's going to be a hook up here somewhere, which is always easier to find when you've got two hands rather than one. Obviously one hand's carrying the camera at the moment, whilst the other hand is opening the doors. Right, and then we have the engine room. Fuel shut-off valves just over here on the left-hand side before you go in. Now let me bring myself in here so I can show you what we've got. So this trader is powered by twin Caterpillar 3126B 6-cylinder turbo diesels. Each one of these produces 450 horsepower. They're freshwater cooled and paired with shaft drives running through reduction gearboxes to 3-bladed props. A displacement speed of around 10 to 11 knots at 1500 RPM to 1600 RPM. They are incredibly frugal, burning about 12 litres per hour per engine. They've got about 2,600 hours on the clock and they've been regularly serviced by CAT specialists as well. They've been well cared for, as you can see, and these engines are well known for their reliability and torque, especially in heavier seas. Just over there we have the generator. It's a remote start Onan 13.5 kW diesel generator. That's got about 2,040 hours of runtime. As you can see, it's tucked in neatly over there and gives you full autonomy when cruising off-grid. You know, powering everything from the galley kit to the reverse cycle air conditioning. It has also been kept in really good condition as well, with maintenance in line with the rest of the machinery on board. Now this trader carries a total fuel capacity of around 2,610 litres. As you can see, there is one of the fuel tanks over there on the starboard side. Now this does give her a long-range cruising ability and is particularly useful when you're covering distance at lower revs. The fuel feed is clean and clearly laid out, and there's extra tankage in here as well, which adds to her versatility offshore. In terms of her batteries, she runs 5 heavy-duty 12-volt batteries, 2 for the engines and 2 for domestic use, and a dedicated one for the generator as well. Now all the batteries on here were checked and replaced in early 2024, I believe. They're charged via engine alternators and a Dolphin 80Ah automatic battery charger when on shore power, with full breakers and monitoring at the panel as well that we saw earlier on. Now there is also a watermaker in here, and that is just located over there on the port side. It's an Aquafresh watermaker. It's been laid up at the moment, but it is regularly serviced. It gives you the option to stay out longer without needing to resupply. It's tied into a system that includes a water softener at the inlet and a separate purification unit at the galley as well. But yeah, let me know what you think of this engine room in the comments. You can get all the way around these engines for your basic maintenance tasks and running checks. I think what I might do actually is if I just move forward and just show you up here some more of the batteries over there. That's the door that leads out into the guest accommodation. Another look at the port fuel tank just over there. And that is where we came through. But yeah, first impressions, a very well kept and well maintained engine room. There's obviously been lots of love and TLC gone into this boat, which is always nice to see. So she is a credit to her owner. I'm sure she will make a beautiful boat for her next lucky owner as well. So thanks for joining me on board this beautiful trader. I can't wait to read the comments. Let me know what you think of this fantastic boat in the comments. I would like to say a massive thank you to the owner for letting me come on board and feature this beautiful boat to you, my subscribers. Like I say, the owner and his family's done a fantastic job in terms of the upkeep of this boat. She really is a fine example of a very, very capable boat. I'd like to say a massive thank you also to Clark & Carter for letting me come on board and show you the boat. She's currently listed for sale with them, so if you are interested in finding out more about this boat, I will leave a link to their website in the video description. If you've got access to a boat you'd like me to feature on my channel, feel free to get in contact with me. And remember, if you're thinking about buying, selling, building or chartering a boat, then please do reach out to me. I've got a really fantastic network of contacts in the industry that I've built up over the last couple of years. So please feel free to get in contact with me. And also don't forget to subscribe to my free newsletter as well. You'll find the link for that in the video description and also pinned in the comments. So I'm going to go and shoot some drone footage of this boat as well. I'm going to do a sneak peek of the vessel as well behind the scenes for my channel members, just as a way of saying thank you for supporting the channel. If you are interested in becoming a member, I'll leave a link in the video description. But you can also find the join button on the homepage of the Yacht Boy YouTube channel as well. So anyway, let me know what you think. Thanks for joining me. Don't forget to give the video a like, and until next time, fair winds and following seas.